It's the 2 Minute Hats podcast. Let's talk about it every morning at 8:30 a.m. and also on Wednesday it's the midweek service at 6:30 p.m. You can also join our Facebook group on Facebook podcast with the most. We got Tony Mays and Lavelle Salter. It's the 2 Minute Hats podcast. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah, let's talk about it. Come on. Come on, let's sit down. Yeah, Tony and Lavelle.
What it do, my good people? It's another beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's 2 Minute Hats podcast, baby, midweek service. It's your host with the most, Tony Mays, Lavelle Salter.
What it do?
Dinger, do, lang, dinger.
Yes, sir. We here.
We got a show today, bro. We got a show, man. And I don't know, man. I don't know why it's so hard to do the right thing.
What you see?
Why is it so hard to do the right thing, brother?
I don't know.
You don't know. I don't know either. But we got a special show for y'all today, man. A really special show for a couple of reasons. One is we have a guest moderator that's going to be on today. And we got some gentlemen that's going to be on. Hopefully the other gentlemen will pop in here in a minute. We've been waiting on these other gentlemen for a minute. And so hopefully they'll pop on in here too. It's always something, man. Always something. But anywho, we're gonna jump right on in here. So my guest moderator can introduce herself and tell us why we're here today and trying to give us a preview of what she's finna bring to these gentlemen today. So without further ado, our guest moderator, let's bring her to the stage. Guest moderator?
All right. Guest moderator is on the delay. So good evening, everyone.
Can we see your eyes? We can't see your eyes with their head on. Thank you.
Here I am.
Yeah,
baby. So we have a great show set up for you on tonight. I am none other than Monica Mays, where I am 2 men in hats and a lady. Let's go.
Whatever.
And now for our feature presentation.
Lavelle, is that you with the sound effects?
Yes. My guy hit you with the sound effects. Sound effects. Cool. Hey, sound effects. Hey,
it's cool. 2 men in hats and a lady. All right, so you better hope that these men join this cast.
Oh, it's gonna be me and Lavelle.
There it is.
And so we do have one gentleman that's over here, so we don't want to keep him waiting. So what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna bring one of our guests to the stage, and if the other ones join us, we'll pop them in there. If not, me and Lavelle gonna run it. All right. So we're gonna bring our next special guest to the stage, Mr. Azon Coldheart. Mr. Azon, what it do, my guy?
What's going on? How y'all doing?
Good. So man, I know our moderator has a power-packed hour for us, man. And so when those other two gentlemen pop in, we'll bring them on. But as of right now, Lavelle, man, we're gonna have to do it.
I mean, we always gonna go.
We always on ready, ain't it?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're gonna turn it over to our guest moderator.
Oh, Hercules.
Let's go. So you know what? I have about 15 pages of notes for tonight.
You got me out your tag.
I couldn't wait.
We
All
caught the
right,
lady.
Azon, your seatbelt.
He's oh wow.
15
So,
queen.
as we get started with this tonight's show, the first thing I want to ask, since I have Tony, Lavelle, and Azon, in 3 words, describe you.
Man.
In 3 words, describe you.
We're gonna defer to our guest first.
We're going Azon.
Throw me on the hot seat. All right. Me. I'm just me. Silly and serious. I guess I'm like the fruit punch. No, let's take that back. No diddy. No diddy. Y'all know what I mean. We'll say gumbo. Yeah, no fruit punch.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm glad you clarified that.
Okay.
I'm gonna say charismatic, loving, and I don't really want to say goal oriented because I don't really set a lot of goals. I just go get it. So I'm gonna say go get it.
Okay. And adorable, babe. You forget about adorable.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Hercules.
I'll do it.
All right, Lavelle.
I am caring. I am funny and a crybaby.
Yeah, Lord.
You can replace that funny with crazy. Crazy.
It's called it crazy funny. Put it in one word together.
So you know what? What I need y'all to work on for me is so I can have the sound effects. Because when you said crazy, yes. All right. So my next question is, what does being a man mean to you? So as I get you guys to meditate on what being a man means to you, for the ladies that are out there viewing, I can kind of talk about what a woman means to me, right? So
Okay.
having my own unique identity, which includes strength, courage, wisdom, compassion, the ability to nurture and grow, accepting the changes I will go through as I grow, including adapting to physical and mental changes, being powerful and assertive, yet kind at the same time. So, men, what does being a man mean to you?
Jump in there. Y'all go ahead.
Lavelle, what does being a man mean to you?
Being a man to me is being there's a lot of terms and words and phrases that I can use, but being a man is just, I guess we're using this new term now, standing on business. And I believe that's one of the things that a man should do. He should be standing on business. And when I say standing on business, I mean holistic, what you have going on in your life as far as your business, your family, your spirituality, that whole type of thing. So it just, in every area of your life, you need to be sure you're standing on business. That's what a man means to me.
And I'll piggyback off that, and I say, and I think kind of what Lavelle was saying, kind of the same, responsible. So I think being responsible, taking accountability for your actions, being who you are, representing who you are, and we come from this background, this old thing of your name means everything, and so I think as a man, your name should carry, or should say a lot about you. And
Right.
if your name is synonymous with mess, then you're not doing a very good representation of being a man.
Okay.
Okay. I'll say provider as well as protector. You gotta be being a man, sometimes you have to be. It's you can be selfish at times. You gotta be in this day and age, but it's selflessness because sometimes you gotta like hold back what you really want to do to make sure your kid got some, or make sure. I guess I ain't married, but make sure your wife or your family or whoever you providing for, hell, even a dog. So you gotta be assertive on certain things, like piggyback what he says. You gotta stand on business. And at times you gotta be fearless. You gotta be fearless, not knowing what you get into. Sometimes you gotta walk through the fire in order to you got to walk through that fire, put the fire out, so you can bring them with you. Is leadership. Um, you got to supervise, man. Multitasking, pretty
Yeah.
much. You got the multitasking like a mighty form. Man, you gotta be second to God, just to be honest, or whoever you believe in for political what's that, politically correct reasons.
Yeah. I
So
agree.
the one word when I was looking through that thing, the one word that stood out about men, I'm a statistics person, was adaptability.
Mm.
That word kept coming up for men and what it means to be a man. Adaptability. Okay. So I'm gonna skip a couple of these questions. I'm gonna go on down. So, what's the hidden talents that you have that you never get to show off? You know how sometimes you have these things that you can do, but nobody knows about it because you have never said it. Or do you have any hidden talents that no one else knows
Based
about?
on that white rug y'all had over there at the house, I'm a stripper.
I mean, I concur. I don't. Yeah, I concur with that for you. I mean, I have the evidence to proof. Yeah.
I have pictures.
I'll
I
just
just,
break another comment in there.
So,
I just
Azon,
kind
in all seriousness, Azon, do you have any hidden talents?
yeah. I used to rap, and I actually auditioned for like when I was young. I actually like auditioned for like I think 2 movies or something like that.
Mm.
In a play, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And no lie, but I was one of the finalists in there. So lately, everybody been telling me I don't be trying to be that way, but everybody telling me. So I just now picked up the comedy. So I be writing it and doing what I do. Cause
Yeah.
I don't be trying to be funny, but it just happens. So we're gone here at this day and age. You
Man,
just
you
gotta,
gotta jump out there.
shoot.
Jump out there and do it.
Yeah, you just gotta shoot. Cause you look, I ain't for the sky. Cause you still among the stars.
Yeah. I don't know that I have a hidden talent because I walk in and operate in everything. I mean, I manifest a lot of stuff by speaking a lot of stuff, and so when I feel like I can do something, I'm just gonna walk in it. So I don't think I have like no hidden talents because I'm always showing what I can do and what I'm capable of doing. So I don't know. I don't know if there's necessarily a hidden talent that I don't.
And to piggyback off of it, I ain't gonna even lie. I got like a little cheat code that helped me realize it. It's called Google and YouTube. I didn't know I could do half of the stuff that I did until I started looking it up on YouTube. So I was really out there like planting flowers and landscaping, and I discovered a lot of stuff during the pandemic because I was alone. So I'm like, hey, I was just looking stuff up. Just you just type it in, and then you realize before you know it, you got a whole flower bed. You're learning different flowers and
Right.
all that other stuff, and it's like, and then when you get through, you like, I did that. Oh man, I didn't even know. So it be like we said, like you said, adaptability. So in certain instances, you have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Just like how the Lavelle came out the jungle, Jill get Tony, or make a bar, then make a closet. You know what I'm saying? A robot or something. You know what I mean? So
Not a
you know,
robot.
Why good, boy? Shit. I mean,
Well, hey, we just do what we do sometimes at this day and age. Like you said, you gonna do whatever, and then you get good at it, you wind up making some money.
right.
But one
That's
of the
all
things
we trying to do.
I down myself on, and I should have been did this years ago, but I know that there's a hitting author in me. I always wanted to have a book, and I think next year that's going to be one of my goals to go ahead and get my book done. Just on my life and my thoughts and processes and some things that I've learned from certain individuals that have made me be a better man. So I most definitely want to have me a book out next year.
Man, now that you speak of that,
Mhm.
that's something that it's kind of always been back there, and it really kind of came to me when I was in school. Because in school, of course, when we always had to, especially in both of my master's degrees, we had to write so many papers, man. And so, like, I got a kick out of writing them papers. And my wife would tell you, like, at certain points, like, I would argue with the instructor about what my grade was, and she'd be like, "Baby, they gave you an A minus." I'd be like, "That ain't no A minus paper. That's an A plus paper." And so I felt like when I was writing a lot of that stuff, I was like, man, I could literally write a book. But I never just, picked it up or never really just had that urge. But I felt like doing that season of schooling that I probably could have written a book.
Okay. Thank you, man. All right. So my next category is dealing with mental health and well-being.
Mm.
So I, of course, researched some information before I got to this category. And there are some statistics that say 3 times as many men as women die by suicide.
Mm.
Men aged 40 to 49 have the highest suicide rates. Men are less likely to access psychological therapies than women. Only 36% of men go for referrals. Men are nearly 3 times as likely as women to become dependent on alcohol and 3 times as likely to report frequent drug use. So my question today for you men, how do you personally manage stress and mental health challenges? How do you personally handle stress and manage mental health challenges?
Um,
Ooh-wee.
so for me, I think this is a very good question, a really good question, and I believe that most men, and I want to say this before I get into how I handle, but I feel like most men, we've always been programmed to, as they say, suck it up, be a man, and so a lot of us don't necessarily operate in that vulnerability mode or that transparency mode because we don't want people to see the weakness or the weak side of us or be vulnerable or transparent. So we tend to hide that stuff. So as for me, a lot of prayer, a lot of prayer and talking to God, man, and really learning myself and understanding who I am as a person, and not only who I am as a person, but what I mean to those around me, those who I walk with daily, that I interact with daily, man. What do I mean to those people? Because first you do have to really understand yourself and who you are as a person before you can really start digging into what others think about you or who you mean or what you mean to other people. And so for me, I think prayer and just really understanding who I am as a person helps me to be able to deal with the stress and some of the anxieties and things that come along with being a man. So that's kind of my take on it.
Okay.
Wow.
And then I'm sorry, before whoever that is, in addition to that, I can honestly say, the question was, how do you manage it? And so for us, I think travel does a lot to manage some of that stress. Like we like
Yeah,
to travel.
absolutely.
And so that is a mechanism that works for us.
Yeah, that's my. If you would ask me that question, I would definitely say travel, because traveling is the thing that lets me unwind, helps me to kind of and it puts me in that relaxation mode. And even though sometimes I still start to think about what my next move is going to be, it puts me in that zone and that element to be able to do that and do it peacefully.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, so Azon or Lavelle, how do you personally manage stress and mental health challenges?
Well, I know for myself personally, and it's so ironic that me and Tony started this podcast, because that's basically all I watch on YouTube is, self-motivation things, people have things talking about mental health and stuff like that. So for myself personally, I'm always, diving in on information, how to make myself better, whether it be my business, whether it be how to be a better husband, how to be a better friend. And but sometimes, to be totally honest with you, sometimes it get a little foggy, it get a little stressful, if you will, to try to dig through the rubble, if you will, when you are stressed. Are you dealing with a mental issue or problem, something like that? Because sometimes, especially as Black men, you have so many things stacked against you.
Mm-hmm.
It gets hard, and you're trying to be the best person that you can be, and sometimes you get lost in the shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just have to try to be real with myself. And a lot of times we don't understand it's okay not to be okay.
Absolutely.
And I think we try to be, especially men, we try to be something, always be strong, always be hard, and all this type of thing. But it's okay not to be okay sometimes. And sometimes I don't be okay, and I take that in and deal with it, and then I bounce back. So I think that's where I am with it.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, as far as me, when I really took a big focus at it, like I said, the pandemic was actually my breakthrough because I
Mm-hmm.
had time to be alone. And to concur with those who had said, what happened? I went and got help. I can be honest, I'm brutal. I just don't care because you focus. It's kind of like this. And when I watched a lot of movies, and I don't know if y'all familiar with this, but X-Men, it was Mystique, and it's a weird way of saying it. When Magneto told Mystique when she was trying to transform herself, and he threw the weight cell, and she changed back to her original self, and he was like, "You would just been you." So it's like when you trying to wear all these jackets, brother, cousin, uncle, this, everybody looking at you, everybody reaching and pulling at you. Truth be told, I spazzed out one day. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was working out, and I ain't gonna lie, I was on a pre-workout, and I had like a plenty supplements. I forgot I took them, and I had something to drink, and it all just came down, and I woke up. Like in the hospital, but I was seeing it in the process. I was just doing everything that I was doing, so I had to really like take some time to myself and like really like calm down. Like it was certain things that I had to think about. Me being a veteran, it was certain things I had to realize that I was grateful for, like the grass. And I know y'all heard me talk about that, my dog. And I had to realize the one thing who be looking at me that I just really never, you don't really know. It was my son.
Mm-hmm.
So when you look at that, it was kind of like, excuse me, because I got a foul mouth, but I just was like, you know what? It was kind of like you said, Lavelle. It was one of them moments. It was like, man, fuck y'all, I'm not all right. But at the same time, it was like, let me go get this help, and I get back to y'all. If you can't wait on me to get this help, or if you can't understand like that, I ain't doing well because it's like either you gonna help me or you gonna talk about me either way if I'm dead or alive.
Right.
But
Right.
guess who gonna suffer? My son, he gonna suffer because his whole thing gonna be is, man, why dad ain't here? What happened? He gonna have all these questions and can't nobody tell him nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Just to be honest, my older brother went through it. And I didn't understand it because he was a Persian Gulf vet. And he told me before he died, be different, be more different from me. I ain't understand it. Now I'm wearing the same shoes and I'm walking in them. But he said the difference is you do better than me.
Right.
So it's kind of like for mental health, I started finding out what I actually like, and it's so funny. I like chicken. I realized how much I like chicken. Gas station down the street got some good ass chicken. I get sad. I don't eat the goddamn chicken. It's a bitch. Then I listen to music. I started getting listen to the music. Then, LaBelle, as you know, being a DJ, if you like music, they go together.
Right.
Because when you rap, it's different because it's gonna come out with something different. So when you listen to this music, guess what? When it's all over, it's a hell of a high, and not in a bad way, but you level in it. After that, you can focus and do everything else. So
Yeah.
when you get faced with all of these different problems, where as a black man, I'm gonna say this, and I don't want to be too long winded.
Too late.
Everybody, yeah, okay, but everybody want everything out of you. You see what I'm saying? Everybody wants so much out of you. By the time you get to yourself, you be done forgot what you want.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
Right.
heavy. You said
Yep.
something.
So it's like you be done forgot because you might be like, yeah, I'm gonna go get me some Chinese food. You hungry as hell, you done ripped and ran for everybody else, and get what? You stuck eating some McDonald's and shit. So and then you think about it the next day. Oh, that what I'm finna get. My bad. Oh well.
Right.
Self, I get you next week. So you gotta. I read a lot of books too. So you have to take that time. You get some free time. Ain't nobody bothering you. Go do what you want to do. But you
Right.
just
Yeah.
got it's a gamble because you got to figure out. All right, do I want to sleep? Do I want to clean up? Do I want to build this or do this and do that? You just got to choose wisely.
All
Yeah.
right.
Be
So
unapologetic about it.
while I
Man, you had some pent up in you.
Oh,
we
did.
appreciate it, Azon. We appreciate
You had some pent up in you needed to come out, my guy.
it. Yeah.
It's good we doing this.
We appreciate it.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
appreciate that transparency. Let me just say, as a man, I really appreciate your transparency and saying you went and got you some help.
Right.
Man,
So
yeah.
Yo, Craig
as I
coming on,
hit you
y'all.
guys with a couple more statistics, I would love for our audience out there to put in the comments, what do you do for your mental health and well-being? So as you guys are typing, what do you do for your mental health and well-being? The first thing statistically says exercise, working out, traveling, dancing, laughter, smiling, self-reflections, music. I think I heard Azon say something about music. One thing that I do recommend is journaling. Write it down. And then it did say, I can't read my handwriting, but I think it said reading books. So yeah, Azon hit on a lot of the things that was on the internet when I looked at the reflection for men and mental health and well-being. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next category, guys. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the next category is fatherhood and family life. Fatherhood and family life. So, Azon, I think I heard you say you have a son.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you balance the demands of work and fatherhood? How do you balance the demands of work and fatherhood?
Y'all know
And
I joke, right? So don't y'all take nothing serious and report me. But nah, straight up, how do I balance them demands?
yeah,
Just being honest, I've been breaking it down to him since he could really like actually hear me and acknowledge me. So it like when I drop him off or whatever, I let him know, hey, daddy gotta go to work. Cause get what? You see these shoes? You see all that, man? That's what daddy gotta do. So yeah, daddy gonna be a little tired, but guess what? When it's all at the end, once daddy retire, man, me, you, and the dog, man, we can kick it. And it's to the point to where sometimes he's just so used to it now. He be like, all right, Dad. So sometimes he be thinking he finna go somewhere, like we go to my mama house. He be like, all right, Dad, I see the mom after work or something like that. I'm like, no. We just going back here to pick up something like real fast. You know, we can we can come back out. I'm like, yeah. So he's so used to me working, and I kind of hate that. So yeah, I balance it. I just do it. I don't know. I just do it as I'm flying, man. I can't really give. There ain't really no handbook for it. I just do it.
That's definitely not.
Cause he my screensaver and my phone screensaver. So get what? I don't do no dumb stuff. Cause get what? I gotta look at that phone like, man, I can't do this, man. I can't walk out. Then I ain't gonna even be able to get that man in shoes, man. So I guess that's how I balance it out. I mean, that's just my way.
Okay.
I look at it because he's looking at me. He imitate me sometime too.
Absolutely. And the children do watch. They watch, especially the sons watching the fathers.
A
I
little
have a
too damn much.
Lavelle and Tony. Lavelle and Tony, I have a separate question for you. So, what advice would you guys give young fathers on building strong relationships with their children? What advice, Lavelle and Tony, would you give the younger generation, the younger fathers, about building strong relationships with their children?
Having two sons that are 31 and 29, and I think they are pretty good young men for the most part, and so I think I did a pretty decent job of raising them, is what I'm saying. And so my advice to younger fathers would be, don't just be there, be present.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna say that?
Because we get caught up in life. We get caught up in life and running and doing and working and doing, and we think because we at home, like because we physically at home, that's enough, and it's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's not enough. I used to take my boys and put them in the car and ride, and we just talk. And I would look, be open and transparent with your children, because you could prevent them from doing a lot of stuff. I shared a lot of stuff that I did as a young man that I wasn't proud, and as a kid that I wasn't proud with my boys, and I didn't share that with them to gloat or to pump my chest like a gorilla. None of that. I did it, and I told them, I'm telling y'all because I don't want y'all to make the same mistakes I made.
Mm-hmm.
So as a young parent, like Azon said, it ain't no blueprint, it ain't no book. I mean, there are books out there talking about how to parent, but you can't, if you take that book and try to raise your child, because every child is different.
Absolutely.
Even with my 3 kids, they all different like night and day.
They are.
I couldn't even handle them the same way. So what I tell the young men or young parents is like, look, be there, be present, tell them you love them, show them you love them, and and it's okay to tell them no too. You know what I'm saying? I know they be hard sometimes, man, but I was good at that. I was good at telling them no, because I probably saved them from some stuff. I mean, some stuff they wanted to go to parties and hang out. Then I told them no, and then later on we found out they got into a big fight at the party, or shooting at the party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just because I was able to stick to my gun, and it hurt me sometimes. My wife would tell you, man, sometimes I had to tell them no, or I had to whoop a chest for doing something. I would go in that room, bro, and close that door and go in my room and just kind of suck a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like, that it hurts you to be able to do that, but you have to do it. I said earlier on our early live, man, the Bible says, withhold not correction from a child, for if thou beatest him with a rod, surely he would not die, but you save his soul from damnation, from hell. And that's it, bro. That's all I got to say.
Okay.
Well, I guess for me, one thing I did with my children was I allowed them to be themselves, and let them know that this is an open door policy. Whatever you have going on, however you feeling, you are welcome to talk to us about it. Because in this new age that we're living in with this social media and stuff like that, you can mess around and your children get involved in something or something like that, and then you wondering why they don't became so distant. They don't got into something or attached to something or somebody that they don't have no business in. Azon keep bringing up the pandemic. I think that was probably one of the biggest tools and lessons that we've had, since I've been living. I mean, because like if you didn't know your folks, if you didn't like your folks, you had the opportunity to do then because could nobody go nowhere, could nobody do nothing.
Yeah.
And me myself, I appreciated it because before it happened, I always make the joke and say, I said, man, God, I need a break. But I didn't know he was gonna show out like that.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I said I need a break, not a
Shut
break
it down.
But
And I want
to. I'm thankful for my children because they're wise beyond their age for one, and
Absolutely.
I sometimes see myself going to ask them for advice and asking them things like we going through a situation now in our family. And I just asked Lavelle, he was so simple and laid back and collected with it. I said, Lavelle, what you feel about this? We just in a new chapter. And just
and to add on to that, when you said that, that's exactly how I describe like I'm gonna take it broader. Parenthood is really a book that you don't really want to put down because you be want to see what's next. Like with my son, he didn't have the terrible tools. Everybody laugh at me when I say, man, I won't even slip behind dude, throw them temper tests of mine, step over that man. Like, hey, all right. But how it is with me, with him, I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. Man, one time, like when I had a moment, I ain't finna lie, broke. And I was like, man, when I saw all this stuff that going on, when I went out, grabbed it, man, he was asleep. I just grabbed it, man, head. I just prayed because I ain't know what to do or what to think. And then it was like the first time, like it was just like this stuff that I be saying, it be funny because my child just like me. And so when he was asleep, I just put my hand on his forehead and prayed for him because I don't know. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't know what to expect out of this shit, just to be honest, because I got a young child. So y'all, you see what I'm saying? I'm looking at it like, all right, I ain't, shout out to Pops because he did the best he could, but he wasn't there.
Right.
I want a kid where, man, I was raised by a drunk uncle and my partner daddy, so I'm one of them village babies. Like, you see what I'm saying? I'm over his house, I'm taking what his uncle saying, what they saying, and it's crazy because everything that they said came up at some point in life.
Right.
So even my pops, he came and tell me, the times I did see him, he would say certain stuff, but it would really be an impact.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like more of what he said came true. Now I understand that man now and what went on now than anything. And see, when I was a teenager, like I said, I was bad as hell. My mom was a teacher. So I was bad. You know what I mean? And my mama now, she like, I don't remember that. But now I'm looking like, oh shit, I did this. Man, what he finna do? And then he'll do something. And then it'd be crazy because he'll come back and be like, nah, man, I ain't finna do this all over again. Yeah, because they're like, I'm sitting here like, I'm like, oh man. So when he do certain stuff, and I'm like, man, I did the same thing. And then mama called one time. I said, oh man. And she said, yeah, she told me. I'm like, man, but this too, you got to keep that open conversation. Well, I've been talking to him since he was like one day. Everybody laughed at me because I got him ready and everything. And he was real little bitty baby when they was in the little thing, like the little potato basket thing, whatever that thing is, man. So,
Potato
man,
basket.
one day he just was giggling, and I said, man, hey, you laughing at me, but man, look, my dad doing the best he can. I don't know shit about this shit. Man, he just bust out laugh. I said, man, just work with me. Man, let me make it. Man,
Well, you
I
know
had
what,
the whole
Azon? I just had a conversation with my brother actually earlier today, and he also was bad as hell. And he has a teenage son. And when they say you're gonna get that back, you're gonna get it back.
Yeah.
You don't think about it at the time. But the main thing is to just stay focused. I can really relate to what you just said as well as what LaBelle just said about, your children. Of course, we're older than you are, Azon. We're a little older.
okay.
Tony a lot older. I'm a little older than you. And you gotta be present. You gotta be in the household and you gotta be present with the baby because the baby's gonna watch everything you do. And it's not too late for you to turn it around for your baby. It's not too late. So
But
I have more statistics, then we're gonna get to the juicy stuff.
let me reiterate on what you're saying. A lot of times you can teach unknowingly. And a lot of times, I think one time I had a conversation with Fifi and Lavelle, and they encouraged me, and I didn't even know they were going to encourage me because they were like, Dad, we really appreciate you and how you able to do the things that you do. And so you be going so much, but we really appreciate, what you're doing. And they were saying they literally like, you be on time for your events, you dress nice, they was giving me my resume, if you will. And I was like, damn, they really attentive. So Azon, a lot of times you may not necessarily physically do anything with him, but he's paying attention.
Definitely.
And from what I can gather, my brother, just to encourage you that the time that you've been a part of the podcast and we've been fellowship and interacting with you, you're a good brother, man. You know what I'm saying? And you are very intentional. And so your man gonna be all right, Doc. How old is he?
Man, see, I ain't feeling like man. The man asked me for some waffles, and it's funny. He asked me for some waffles. Man, I bought them waffles for him. I bought him like 2 boxes. Man was happy as hell, like he won a world trophy. Like, man, just damn waffles. Know what I'm saying? He's standing up in there because he's sitting. My dad got me that waffle telling these folks, and I'm like, man, be quiet, man, be quiet. Everybody laughing. I'm like, damn, son, over some waffles. Now you done got these folks looking at your daddy crazy as hell.
But it's
Man,
the little
It's the
things.
small things.
It's the little things, bro. It's the little things that we do, bro. And that's why, I said it ain't just enough to be in the house, bro. You got to be present, bro. You just can't be in the house.
man, like,
And they looking at everything that's going on, man, and they notice. And they will bring it back up at some point in time in life.
man.
Is such and such.
And you got to remember that hands be a houses, but hearts be a home. So you got to get hard, bro.
Man, that's why I grew this out though, man. And the man gonna try to. I think he gonna make me have that human ashtray where all this shit right here gone, and my head gonna look like an ashtray. You know what I'm saying? So I got to keep it when I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, moderator.
All right, guys.
This.
All
I'm
right.
gonna
So
do juicy stuff.
under the assumption that all 3 of you men like women, all these questions are gauged towards women. So what is
I don't know what you did.
I couldn't hear nothing.
Me neither.
can y'all hear me?
There we go.
Okay.
I just heard
What
all
is
those
one
like
thing
women.
you notice first about a woman?
You go. I didn't even hear the question, so I don't know what you said.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So
I
the
can hear you.
question is, you heard me, Lavelle. What is one thing you notice first about a woman?
One thing I noticed first about a woman,
Yes.
her class, of how she carry herself.
Okay.
I can't. Ooh, Lord have mercy. And I'm married, but I can't stand no wretched ass woman. She all loud and is out the place. This carry yourself. A lady is supposed to move with sophistication, class. I mean, you got to be seen and not heard. Period.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna second that, and I'm gonna add. I can't stand the potty mouth I can't stand a woman that curses a lot, drinks a lot, and smokes a lot. Like it's to me, it's beyond not classy. It's just it. So
Okay. Azon, and
For
listen,
me, I agree with them. I ain't gonna even lie. Back in the day, I used to love some ratchets. I'm gonna be real. I used to love some ratchets because I used to like them with the gold, everything. I had gold, they had them. We shining like this here. But as I got older and matured, femininity, it will set the tone. It
okay.
will set the tone because it like when you look at it, it's like, man, she's so soft. I don't want, like I said, I don't want to feel like we got the arm wrestle or we got the box. You know what I'm saying? We can't be Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage. So
Right.
it like we got to it at least be Martin and Gina, but you got to have a little bit of seasoning. It's like it got to be disguised. You know what I mean? If you smoke a little something every now and then, but you can't come up smoking like Method Man and Red Man on how high and
Yes.
think you just gonna get my attention. You know what I mean? You can't be like that. You can't drink like ODB. You know what I
All
mean?
right, Azon. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
So, next question, guys. Next question, guys.
You better moderate.
This is a.
the moderator has spoken.
All right. So, where is your favorite place to be kissed?
Ooh, shit.
Where is your favorite place to be kissed?
She done took it there.
Let's go.
Survey says all over.
Keep it PG, people. Keep it PG.
Oh hell, we can't keep it PG. You say our favorite place.
Whatever
All
it is.
over.
Okay.
All
Azon
over.
said all over. Lavelle.
I would say that so we can keep it PG all over.
Tony Mays.
The top of my penis hit now.
Wow.
That's how we know you from the Haven, my brother.
Now, oof. My favorite.
Place.
The favorite space would probably be my stomach.
Okay. So now the B part of this question is, where is your favorite place to kiss someone? Lavelle. Lavelle, don't play the music on me. Where is your favorite place to kiss someone?
The neck.
My God.
I'm gonna have to say them tick old bitties.
Okay. All right. Azon.
Man, come on, don't do me like that. You gonna put me in a hot. You gonna put me. Fuck the hot seat. You put me in a skinny.
Come
It
on,
just
Azon.
depends, man. It depends on the place. I ain't gonna even lie to you. That's why I told y'all, man. Come on, don't do this to me, man. Let me make it. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna go for that forehead though.
Okay.
I want that
It's
Brian. I want that
good,
Brian.
though.
I'm gonna go with that forehead.
That's
If we watching that movie, I'm gonna get that forehead.
Okay.
That's
I want you to
that
think
friend
about
zone
me.
kiss. What? That's that friend zone kiss.
I want that Netflix and chill. Nah, I ain't finna do that on that forehead. I want you to think about that. I want you to think about that.
Azon, this question is for you.
Oh, Lord.
You ready?
Man.
You ready, Azon?
Stay ready. You ain't got another one. Come on.
All right. What is your best pickup line? What's your best pickup line, Azon? I'm gonna circle the room, Tony and Lavelle. Get it together. Come on,
Man,
Azon.
Me and Ben ain't got no pickup line.
What would be your best pickup line?
No, I
don't even have name cup. I'm gonna be real. Mine's in here. You know what? The pickup line was? She gonna get mad too. Cause she red and she a Virgo. So check this out. Deal with the pickup line right here. Hey, what you want from the stove? What you want from the stove?
Okay. That's your pickup line?
Yeah, tell her comment that. Am I lying?
Okay, you know
See
what?
if some of
Tony
y'all
Lavelle, your topic for tomorrow is helping the single folks with pickup lines, okay? They need some help. Okay.
Shit, me and
I'll
Ben
tell
got
you,
together
man.
so long, we gonna need some help.
Like what?
So, next
Tell her
question.
comment to John.
Next question. How do you feel about PDA?
What?
Feel
How
about
do
what?
you feel about PDA?
What is that?
Public display of affection.
Of offense.
Oh shit! You know we got the loop.
How do you feel about PDA?
I like it.
Oh, that's in our house.
What happened?
Public display of affection.
Yeah, shut up.
I know.
Get up there and shut up.
Tony, your
I'll whoop your
mic
butt.
is
Shut
on
up.
in here.
I'm gonna whoop your butt. Shut up.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm with it. If you mind, man, I'm gonna let it. I want everybody to know.
Okay.
Just be honest. If you mind, man, everybody gonna know it. I'm all for it.
Yeah. I ain't gonna embarrass you or nothing like that. You know, make you feel
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
Okay.
But I think a woman needs that public display of affection every once in a while to try to build her up. You know what I'm saying? To know that she still wanted.
Hold on. We have an intermission because I hear
You
feedback.
shut
Am I
up. I'll
the
whoop
only
your
one?
butt. I'm
Oh,
gonna whoop
that's
your
Tony.
butt. Shut up.
Hold on, guys.
Tony and they're going in.
Okay. Tony's coming
Who
back
let the
now.
dog?
You hear the
Who
whole
let the dogs out?
conversation.
Who let the dogs?
Okay.
Got him.
So here's the
Who let the
question, guys.
dogs out?
You know, back in the day,
I forgot to mute my mic.
you
You
really
gonna make me
didn't.
kill her.
You didn't mute your mic. You didn't mute your mic. Okay.
Well, obviously.
Now, Azon, are you a DJ as well?
Yeah, I've been doing it about seriously for about like a year.
Okay. So you know how music used to be real music back in the day? This is the question for y'all. What song puts you in the mood? What song puts you in the mood?
Who you asking first?
Well play.
You jump in.
Well play.
Sweat. Okay.
He said
One.
Man, look, I don't got a favorite artist, but whew, hold on.
Bump and grind.
one of
Man,
mine
look here.
is Atlantic
Talk
Star.
to it. When I'm with
We
you.
we gonna say this. I got a playlist called Half on a Baby Mix.
Okay.
I think we all had
So
one.
so I can't even say, man. It's just a matter of rolling them dice. I don't have one.
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
Seville, stop. Okay. Here's another question, guys.
But Crystal said gummy bears. What's with the gummy bears?
Yeah, that's her. That's okay. I can be. You want me to be real about? I can't see it.
Oh yeah, Chris.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I bought her some gummy bear from the store, and get what? It went on. That's why I say you ain't got to sit up there. She ain't say she want a whole lobster to see. She wants some gummy bears.
Just want some gummy bears.
But what you do with them gummy bears?
So you think we was at work? Hey, we was at work. Nah, we was at work. She got
What
to
you
go
doing with them
there.
gummy bears?
Wow.
I bought a bad batch of Haribo John. She told me later on like that, they was hard. They deflated me. But then she was like, it was just the effort. So
You can't tell them expecting that.
I got a question. Do y'all prefer chocolate, ice cream, or syrup?
Oh,
Do you prefer peppermint or
I'm back. I am back moderating. Okay. I have 2 more questions for you,
If you
fellas.
want
Stay
to have
with me.
the hat on later on, so you'll find out what she wants.
Stay
Which
with
one
me,
she wants.
guys. Stay with me. All right.
Man, let me go get my hat like real fast. There's 2 guys in the hat. Hold up.
All right. So listen. Who is your celebrity crush?
Halle Berry.
Celebrity crush,
But
guy.
no, it's Angela Bassett for me.
Celebrity crush.
Damn, you got a hat for real. You got
Hey,
some
Man,
yeah.
we got a
Oh,
sombrero.
look here. I look like I'm gonna cut your grass.
Man, we got a sombrero, bro.
Man, 2 minutes. Look, y'all ain't say what kind of hat. It's just a hat.
You right about it. You right about it. I'm gonna stick with Angela Bassett, bro.
Okay.
My crush, man,
Celebrity crush.
what's her name? I can't think of that name. She got some big dimples, kind of heavy set. I just love her character, love her spirit. She was in Friday After Next, the one that what's her name was married to.
Oh, yeah.
Jack A.
Not Jack A, but her real name.
They used to play. Well, I gotta know her real name. She used to play
Nah,
Jack
Jack
A.
A was from 227.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She was in Friday.
yeah, she was in Friday. She was married to what's her name?
Yeah.
Boy, I ain't that boy.
Shit.
Hey,
You should.
that ain't even no cougar. That's a jaguar.
Maybe for you, because we up there a little bit.
Yeah.
Man, look.
It just seems like she's just one of the coolest people ever. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't
Y'all
always
gonna laugh.
look.
Y'all gonna laugh at me when I was like about 5. My celebrity crush, like no cap, I knew who she was. Man, my celebrity crush was Shaka Khan. Man, no, for real.
Man, Doc,
But,
she still bad.
but as I got older, I ain't finna lie. My celebrity crush now is A. Marie.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And my celebrity crush is
LL Cool J.
Rock the Bells.
You gonna get your damn bells rocked.
Look, she like James.
You gonna get his rock too? I'm gonna put that thing on it.
Rock the Bells. Okay. Last question, guys. Last question for the night. Where'd my question go? Oh, here it is. So, what do women think are turn-ons, but are really turn-offs for men? Last question. What do women think is a big turn-on, but is really a turn-off for you guys?
The big ass eyelashes. I can't stand them damn things.
BBLs.
Yeah.
BBL, like
Man,
your
look, I got a list.
body just disproportionate. You look like a damn ant.
BBL. Now, don't get me wrong. I can do the lashes, proportionate lashes. But when them Johns did long and they batting up and hitting the top of your forehead, that's too much.
Hey, I ain't gonna even lie to you. Them bat, like he said, I'm with them. The bat wings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where you can look down and blink your eye and sweep the floor. I don't know about like that. Look, hey, if they look somewhat natural, you good, but and in the BBLs, it's like you can't look like a spade. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You can't look like a spade. It gotta be natural.
Yeah.
The thing is to keep it somewhat where it looks natural.
It ain't natural. It can't be natural.
I've actually seen some women that have gotten BBLs where it looks, because they didn't go to the extreme with it.
Mm-hmm.
Then I've seen people say, because I don't know what the actual BBL surgery consists of, but so I don't know if this is the same thing as when they take the fat from their stomach and inject it in their butt. Is that? I don't know if that's the same thing or not.
That's it.
Anyway,
That's it.
I'd have seen women take, a lot of stomach, make their waist smaller, and put it, and it is just enough to just give them just a little round. It's not where they look like their legs small and they butt big, and they just look horrible.
She look like an ant moonwalking. That's a no.
Yeah, that right there. So that's a turn off.
Okay.
The eyelashes.
Okay.
And for me, makeup. And when I say makeup,
Too much makeup.
you know, you
My
wearing a little
God,
eyeliner
thank
or a
y'all.
little lipstick. But
You
when you got
definitely, you
foundation
definitely,
packed on your face,
you definitely look dead.
Yeah, it like you can't be so black that you fall on the ground and the dirt get dirty type of black, but then want to be caramel skinned and then your hands like black, like you been patting oil all day. That ain't good. It don't look right. I'm gonna wonder
and,
what's up with you.
and most of the women that's wearing the makeup don't even need to wear it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even understand, like, why you even put it on? Because to me, it make you look like a clown or something. Like, now I understand if it's a special occasion, like you getting married or you got, you know, some special occasion.
Yeah, going to a
But
gala.
you just walk around, you gotta go to the club. I usually wouldn't even talk to a girl who had makeup. If you was in high school, me wore makeup because first of all, I ain't want to take you to lay on me and get it all on my clothes.
I want to know what the hell you look like when we get home. Goddamn
You're gonna be catfish.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, listen. I got a couple statistics for you, and then I'm gonna be done. So 6 qualities women find most attractive about men. You guys need to know this, right?
Okay.
That don't mean they true to us.
Listen, y'all listen to my statistics now, babe.
Okay.
All right. So approachability is attractive.
Okay.
Selflessness wins out. An older man is a more attractive man. Personality and humor counts.
Mm-hmm.
A light beard is your best bet. I didn't say this, y'all, for real. This is this is out there. Okay. A light beard is your best bet. And then a risk taker. Women like a man who's a risk taker.
When you say risk taker, what you mean? Like,
Yeah, what you mean?
run up and like hit you in the
ain't
park when people walking through the park, you sneak hit in the park. That like that kind of risk, and the police driving by.
Nah. So anyway, guys, 2 men in the hats and a lady. I have enjoyed myself tonight. I appreciate you guys so much for asking me to come back out again tonight. Lavelle, go ahead and write my check. Get with Tony, find out how much y'all gonna pay me. But for real,
I already got it ready for you.
thank y'all so much again. I really appreciate it. I have enjoyed y'all. Azon, it was nice to get to know you tonight. I look forward to seeing you guys on tomorrow morning. Thank you again, guys. And until next time, 2 men in hats and a lady.
Well, look, we certainly appreciate our guest moderator. We appreciate our special guest, Mr. Azon. We apologize for our other 2 guests that couldn't be on. I don't know what happened, but we don't know. They couldn't be on for whatever reason. And that happens sometimes. So we definitely appreciate our guest moderator as always. She always does a wonderful job. Not because she's my wife, she just does a wonderful job of preparation and getting the questions and stuff together, and just being able to present us with some questions that make us really think about. Because I think I didn't know where she was gonna go with any of the questions on the day, but the mental health one. I wish we could have really stayed around that area around mental health and just dealing with men and how men feel sometimes. I think that would have helped too for a lot of women to really understand, you know, how we move and how we navigate. And a lot of men will shut down. You know, they tend to just shut down when, you know, we feel like we're not being heard. You're not hearing us, not listening to us. We'll just shut down. And the thing about a man is, if a man shut down too much, it's over. It's over. You know, we didn't clocked out. It's just like a woman. You know, when y'all clock out, y'all clock out. You know, and men the same way. When we clock out, and then that next woman come around and she giving us all the attention we need, that's generally where we lay our hat, hang our hat. So we appreciate you guys. We will. Lavelle, you got anything you want to add? Because you know you got to do our prayer anyway.
Okay. Thank you, Monica. As always, you're always awesome at what you do. We look forward to the next time that you moderate. Azon, hey bro, I would have to say this again, man. You're a cool cat, bro, and I look forward to us. You know what I'm saying? Communicating and fellowshipping more. And I want to meet your son, man. What's your son name?
Fat boy. Nah, for real, but nah, his real name Kevion. I call him Fat Boy. He ain't fat, but how he eat, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how he got his name Fat Boy. So
Yeah.
I bring him around, man. We have some little stuff, man. I plan on coming to events. Like I had to learn to be more social. I had to like just jump out of a lot of stuff. Cause I used to be a socialite, but I just stopped. Cause really, I got tired. And let me add on to that what Tony said. I'm a real advocate for that. You know, women understand what your man go through. Take their time to understand because sometimes he might be getting pulled in a lot of directions, and sometimes it's a saying that one of my uncles told me. He said, "Pressure for shoulders and not hips. Ladies, don't overwhoop it." So with that being said, take that time out to understand and just really think about it. When that man getting pulled in any direction, he ain't gonna tell you. He can't say it all the time. He don't know.
Yeah.
It's just like that one thing with that fly in on the windshield. You trying to get out and you trying to hit that fly, but you got to turn at the same time.
Mhm.
You trying to satisfy mama. You don't want to let mama down. You don't want to let sister down. You love everybody. Everybody depending on you, man. Just understand and think about it. You know what I mean? As that
Yeah.
man, he got to deal with other men telling him how to be a man, and then women tell him how to be a man, and everybody want to tell him what they got going on. They
Right.
gonna feel that sympathy for that woman. And I'm gonna give you an instance with this right here. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. You can. I'm trying to figure out how I can put this. You can have a woman and a man. Both of them put their hood up a mile apart. Who y'all think gonna get the most people to stop and be concerned about?
And the
The
woman.
woman.
The woman.
Exactly. Ain't nobody gonna understand it.
They ain't gonna
It's
stop for
just
the man.
that simple.
No.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying. That's a good analogy though.
Yeah, that's a really good analogy. And but
Mhm.
I guess I like that analogy because again, you know, us as men, we're always trying to play that role, that tough, that exterior, because we've always told, like, toughen up, be the man. You got to be the man. But it's okay. Lavelle said it. We hurt too, man. It's okay to be vulnerable, but to be transparent, to be, you know, and it's okay, man, to cry. It's okay to hurt, bro. Like we human, and when we do hurt, I just think it's important for women to know, like, we do hurt. Like, we ain't Superman. We might act like it, but we ain't Superman.
I ain't even that. I
Yeah.
had to get at a funeral. I had to get punched in my chest with my brother because I wouldn't cry. He had to sit there and punch me in my chest to get me to cry because it was like I was the I was the bad child. You know what I mean? So
I
I was
don't
the
necessarily,
one that did
I don't
everything different.
necessarily agree with that though, because people grieve how they grieve. I may not necessarily share no tears per se,
Yes.
but that grief may not come to 2 weeks.
Right.
And I know that because I dealt with it. That
Right.
when I was in the state that I was in almost 30 years ago, they said I suffer from delayed grief. So there is a such thing.
Yeah, it is. That's what they said because I got the whole sheet on how people grieve, like the steps, and mine done so much. Like it's so many chapters to like mental health and understand women, men, whoever. Sometimes it could take a week. Sometimes it could take a month. It could
Mine
take
didn't
a
come,
year or
mine didn't come to
years.
tears. I snapped.
Yeah. Yeah. All
Yeah,
right, man.
and so
Well,
that
look,
man, yeah.
we,
So
we, we
let me get out.
appreciate everybody tuning in, and as usual, man, we appreciate our listeners and viewers, man. You guys make sure you share this post, like this post, man. We appreciate you. We love you guys, man. We love the fact how you guys keep two men in hats, man, floating and rolling, and we appreciate it. We'll see you guys in the morning. The bell closes out, bro.
All right, most gracious Trying to God, our Father, Lord God, we thank you for this day. We thank you for this time. Thank you for loved ones and family. Thank you for Tony and Monica and their household. Thank you for my household. Thank you for Azon and his household. Continue to touch him to be the man that you want him to be, Lord God. And Lord God, Touch every black man, Lord God, that may be going through something, that maybe feel where they want to shut down and they feel broken. Touch their spirit, touch their well-being, touch their minds, and continue to touch Too Many Hats to be the platform that you would have us to be. And we actually do this in your dollar son Jesus' name, and we said amen.
Amen, man. We'll see you guys in the morning at 8:30 a.m., man, for Throwback Thursday. We're going to throw it back tomorrow. And so we'll see you guys at 8:30, man. 2 Men and a Half, the podcast. Let's talk about it.
Yes, sir.
Here's the 2 Minute Hats podcast. Let's talk about it every morning at 8:30 a.m. and also on Wednesday it's the midweek service at 6:30 p.m. You can also join our Facebook group on Facebook podcast with the most. We got Tony Mays and Lavelle Salter. It's the 2 Minute Hats podcast. Let's talk about it.